Second and third Anglo-Mysore War and offensive and defensive policy of Tipu Sultan. We also discuss a restructuring of Mysore administration under Tipu Sultan and the fourth Anglo-Mysore War. Methodologically, the manuscript begins with a doxology, explaining that first he praised the Almighty and then the Prophet. The author has recorded all the significant events in an annual basis. Although the author of Hadarnama does not cite any previous work that he has used as a source, but a comparative study suggests that he used Nishan-e-Haidari of Mir Hasan Ali Kirmani extensively. Chapter 4, which I divided into two parts. The first part, the title of chapter is Sarsaid's contribution to Urdu historiography, an overview of Asarus Sanadid and Silsilatul Muluk. The chapter again begins with the brief autobiography of the author, and then I will discuss Asarus Sanadid. The title can be translated as Remnant Signs of Ancient Europe. It is a book about Delhi before 1857. It's a remarkable exploration of Delhi's monuments, archaeology and architecture, and cultural heritage. Written in two editions, first in 1847 and the second in 1854. This chapter deals with a detailed examination of first edition of Asarus Sanadid. Highlights of the chapter also highlights the content of Asarus Sanadid, debate on its authorship and the purpose behind writing it, an analysis of source utilized by Sir Sayyid Ahmad Khan, and then a critical analysis of second edition of Asarus Sanadid, which was published in 1854. The major difference between first and the second edition, including change in chapter layout. This edition, the second edition, excludes illustration which was added in the first edition, but added dynastic tables and epigraphs and comprehensive chronology of Delhi's monument. Citation was also added. Methodologically, Sir Sayyid used a multifaceted methodology, historical contextualization, visual and material analysis, epigraphic analysis, field work, site visits. Sir Sayyid believed that history should not be written like novel, history should be more scientific and fact-based. He critically analyzes information from various sources like Tawrat, Khulasatul Tawarikh, Silsilatul Muluk, Mahabharata, Tarikh-e-Firoz Shahi, and others. And the second part of chapter 4 deals with the Silsilatul Muluk, which is again a short manuscript of manuscript of Sayyid Ahmad Khan, which was basically written as a part of Asarus Sanadid, but in 1852 it was published separately. Chapter 5, significance of Guldasta-e-Hind in Urdu historiography, a comprehensive account of the medieval and early modern India period. This was written by Sayyid Tajuddin, he was a native of Madras. Guldasta-e-Hind was composed in 1848 AD at the request of unknown. He mentioned his name as Lieutenant Mosular, but I tried to find out this person, know about him, but I didn't find anything. The vast span of approximately a millennium from the Samanid Empire to the reign of Mughal Empire Shah Alam II is covered in this condensed history. It was penned in an old dialect of Urdu language. This Guldasta-e-Hind contains a narrative of Samanid dynasty tracing its historical trajectory up to the demise of Mahmud Shah in 1030 AD, an account of kings spanning from Masood Shah to Delhi rule, a historical perspective on the reigns and the legacy of Delhi Sultanate, a chronicle of, it also has a chronicle of Mughal Empire of Delhi to the East India Company. The manuscript begins with doxology, and the author has employed the Tark system of pagination. He based his writing on primary sources available to him and used these sources for the chronological organization and comprehensive synthesis.